Hi friends, Miss Jordan here, and today we are going to be talking about texture. Texture is one of the elements of art that we talk about in the art classroom, and today we are going to be playing around with texture and how we can incorporate it into our art. So for this lesson, today we are going to be working with a texture project where we are going to create texture using salt. This is a really fun activity. It can get messy, so make sure that you find a really good clean area to work on and make sure that you don't go overboard, okay? To start off our textured salt art, we are going to need a piece of paper and some Elmer's glue or some glue that squirts out of the bottle. You do not have to have the black piece of paper. This can work on white, but to show you how to do this, I'm just going to use a black piece of paper. I'm going to start off with my glue, and I am going to glue down some designs that I want for my salt art. So now that I have everything completely covered, I am then going to take my salt and softly dump it over all the areas that have glue before they dry. Then I'm going to softly pick it up and just kind of shake it around and make sure all of the areas completely have glue. All of the glue is covered in salt. And look at that. Now I'm going to let it completely dry before we start painting it. If you don't happen to have watercolor, you can take a few drops of food coloring and you can dip it into your water, stir it around with your brush, and there you have watercolor. If you don't happen to have food coloring, another way to make watercolor simple and easy is by taking a Crayola marker or an equivalent and one that is dried out and the tip just doesn't work anymore, you can simply put that in and just let it set for a while, and eventually all of that will bleed out towards the bottom and it'll give you a nice base for a good watercolor. You can stir it up a little bit, but eventually all of the ink will come out. So here I have my salt picture. I give it in a little shake and not much is coming out. You can give it one more good shake and make sure that no salt is coming up. But once you have it all dried and the more you shake it, the less is coming off, you're ready to roll. So I am now going to take it and I am going to start using my watercolor to actually paint and dip into the salt so it gives it a little bit of color. And it is going to soak up that color and it's going to spread and it's going to seep in and spread throughout. It is very important that you make sure that your salt picture is completely dry before you start painting, or else it'll just start falling apart. Here I'm finishing up my salt art. I cannot wait to see yours. This is what mine looks like, and I hope that you enjoyed it just as much as I did.